Please take a seat.
Never really done this before.
That's okay. Just tell me the first thing that comes into your head.
Okay. Dolphins dressed in monocles with tiny top hats that cover up their blowholes. Clouds with faces but they're upside down so it looks like the rain is hair. Santa Claus going down a chimney, but the chimney is a cigarette and the house is a man. Bowling balls made out of peanut butter, but they're the bubbles in a big rubber hubba bubba bubble buzz.
Hello everyone, and welcome. That intro was compliments of Tom Cardy and Brian David Gilbert, whose song was playing in the background while I'm learning to farm Cave Troll, and it was just too good of a mesh-up to pass up. Anyway, hello and welcome. If you enjoy this kind of dark and darker content, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton. But today we're doing Zero Gear Warlock. I don't think a lot about the Warlock. I don't play a lot of the Warlock, but I have been, along with my buddies, working on soloing the Cave Troll, and I'll tell you, the Warlock is simply broken in PvE. But I did not get a good spawn for farming the Cave Troll. I got a great spawn for getting a good treasure. And so I'm taking a little break from the Cave Troll to go ahead and farm this area. I have muted the sound in the background temporarily for copyright reasons. But if you're interested in some of that music that started off this video recording, then I will link to it in the description below. Regardless, yeah, so been learning to solo the Cave Troll. The hardest part about doing it on the Warlock is actually getting to the Cave Troll. Other classes like Rogues do that a lot better, but once you get there, the challenge then becomes not killing the troll, but getting away with the goodies after he dies. I don't know what else to say about Warlock except that it's simply just kind of broken. To expand on that a little bit, you know, Blow of Corruption is like extremely strong even with no gear. It's probably one of the best active abilities in the entirety of the game. And then pairing that with the sustain that the Warlock is capable of in PvE, I mean, it's really just kind of a joke. I really don't know where they're going in terms of balancing this, but I will tell you that the likelihood of Warlock remaining as is very much longer is very low in my mind. They bring a lot of utility to the table. Like I said before, they have a lot of sustain, and Blow of Corruption is really just kind of broken. Yeah, but this spawn location is really far away from the Cave Troll. And since I can't get there very easily, and the treasure in this area is so good, you know, the Skelly spawn there in the Spider Cave, the ability to cheese the Skeletal Champion, the box smashing capabilities in this room below us. There are like 5 or 6 big chests, one of which is often an unlocked Lion's Head chest. It's just too good of an opportunity to pass up. And since I am doing a lot of learning right now on the Warlock, it's an expensive proposition. So why not just get out with 100 or so gold? That was my plan coming in here. Once again, these two rooms being right adjacent to each other, those being the Spider Cave and the prison here, it's just an unbelievable loot opportunity. Now, we did see a rogue. He just ran across the eastern side of this map and went through that door. He really wants to be here, but he really doesn't want to fight me, and with really good reason. Like, once again, I came in here with stock starter gear on the Warlock. I've still got the magic twig, which is frankly terrible, but I picked up a blue falchion off the skeletal champion, and frankly, just with these 2 items and nothing else, I'm going to be able to take out a majority of the characters in this raid, right? In a second, we're going to get a chance to check out the gear on that rogue. You know, he never really stood a chance. Blow of Corruption is incredibly strong, right? It is. If you're not running Blow of Corruption on Warlock, you are doing it wrong. you've got some kind of novelty build that you're playing with, it's really good. Add to that they can use some of the best weapons in the game. You know, just makes them solid even before taking into consideration their spellcasting capabilities. So now we see that rogue down there. He's doing silly stuff. I don't know if his plan was to try to kite this on top of me, but really, like, once the Warlock gets a couple pieces of magical healing gear, it's like the more the merrier, right? So, listen, he just walked up. He was probably at like 60 or 70% health. I one-shot that rogue with a blow of corruption to the head. Done. And the funny thing is that works with almost every other class in a similar way. The kind of one exception to that is the cleric. If you're playing an offensive cleric, I think warlocks just in general have a really hard time with them. But regardless, let's take a look at what he's got for us. So he's not ungeared. Like, this rogue came in with plus weapon damage on gear. He's got a couple good pieces, including that hat, which I will take as an upgrade. He's got a rapier that goes on to sell for 50 gold. But yeah, now here I am in this room. There's a lot of mobs down there. There's a bunch of skeletons that don't pop up until after you go down. There's a combination of goblins down there, shamans, bolos, and regular goblin warriors. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just listening to see if anybody else is operating in the area. They are not. So I'm just going to run back here and tap this shrine. Also, there are 2 heal shrines, one in each of these rooms. I've cleared the one there. You know, not that it's really an issue with the Warlock, but just out of habit, I went back and topped off. Now we're going to go ahead and clear the rest of this area so we can kind of start looting these big chests. Another thing, and I don't know if this is a bug or if it's just my observation bias, but there's almost always portals in this area, whether it's in this room, on this level, or the level below. It just seems to have a really high portal spawn rate. So I get out when I spawn in this area much more often than in any other spot in the Goblin Caves. Once again, the falchion's in a really good spot. This sword is really strong. It's strong on everybody who can use it. You know, the bards, the warlocks, the fighters. All of those guys jump to mind. But yeah, essentially my work is now done. I can just go ahead and pick up anything that I want out of these chests. Look, another health shrine. Why not? Kind of a lousy chest, honestly. Don't worry, there's more where that came from. Yeah, so, you know, I'm running Warlock not because I really enjoy this class, but because, like, hands down, they have the easiest, like, solo time with the Cave Troll. I got my first troll kill within an hour of practicing the strat. I have yet to extract with any of the gear from the troll. That's another proposition. Just simply come in with Immortal Lament, which makes it impossible for you to die by casting spells from your health pool, and then, you know, start going from there. Like I said, the toughest part is probably getting there unmolested to the troll spawn, and then getting a clean attempt on them. There's a lot of people farming it, so there's going to be competition, and there's a whole bunch of people playing Goblin Caves that are just like suicide bombers, essentially. They just kind of rush you, and they don't care if they die. Their plan is just to hit W, hold down left click until somebody dies. And, you know, that's not great when you're fighting something as mechanically challenging as the Cave Troll. Easy clear, full inventory. 200 plus gold. couple items that I go on and sell. The rogue, some of the rogue's gear sells for I think about 200 between the rapier and the weapon damage items that he had on them. Taking a look at this cleric, he's kind of on the other side from where I was, and I really don't want to fight him. On the Warlock, that's probably the only class that I'm really super concerned about. A well-geared Barbarian is going to take several hits. He's surrendering on the way out. Good job, buddy. The Barbarian takes more hits than you kind of anticipate, so not a great matchup. But regardless, 200 gold run, another 200 items sold off the Rogue. In summary, the Warlock is dumb. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton, and good luck to you in your raids to come.